I watched the security footage again, and this time, I saw myself standing in the hallway, even though I never left my desk. I hit pause. The figure on the screen, the one that looked exactly like me, just stood there, motionless, staring directly into the security camera. The timestamp blinked red, 3:14 a.m. The office lights were off, but the night vision mode bathed everything in sickly green. My doppelganger didn't blink, didn't breathe. I replayed the video from the start of the hour. There was nothing for a full minute. Then, me, walking calmly into the hallway outside the server room. I was wearing the same hoodie and jeans I had on now, same shoes, same everything. Except, I never moved. I'd been glued to my chair all night doing system maintenance for the network, keeping the cameras running while everyone else slept. My pulse thundered in my ears. I leaned closer to the screen, staring at the footage. Had I blacked out? Was I sleepwalking? No. That hallway had motion sensors. If anyone walked through, the lights would have turned on. They stayed dark, and I never left my chair. I know, because the whole point of the shift was to watch the damn monitors. Let me back up. I work night security at Lanatech Systems, a corporate server farm just outside of town. Mostly it's just me, a bank of screens and racks of humming machinery. It's boring, until it wasn't. We'd been having glitches in the system for weeks. Cameras would stutter, screens would flicker. At first I chalked it up to hardware aging out, but then I started noticing gaps. Chunks of footage missing, like someone had cut them out with surgical precision. Worse, I kept getting alerts from motion sensors in Zone 3, the hallway outside the server vault. But whenever Ching was there, until tonight. After watching myself on the hallway footage, I did what any rational person would do. I rewound. I watched it again. Same thing. Me walking into the hallway at 3:14 a.m., pausing, then turning toward the camera and just staring for almost a full minute. That wasn't the weirdest part. At 3:15, the hallway lights did come on. Briefly, just a flicker, and then the figure disappeared, gone between one frame and the next. I fast-forwarded, checked all other feeds. Nothing. Then I noticed something even worse. Feed 4, the camera facing the security office, was blank. Just a black screen. No static, no error message. Just... I stood up and turned slowly toward the office window behind me. It looked out into the hallway. Empty. I sat back down. My hands were cold, damp with sweat. I reached for my phone to call anyone, but the screen was frozen. No signal, not even Wi-Fi. That's when I heard the door handle click. I froze. The sound had come from the hallway entrance. A soft, metallic twist. The kind of noise that says, "You're not alone." I stood slowly, heart pounding. There were no footsteps, no creaking floorboards, just silence. The kind of silence that listens back. I grabbed the flashlight from the drawer, opened the door to the hall, and stepped out. The air felt heavier, like walking underwater. Nothing, just the long corridor stretching toward the server room. My sneakers were the only sound. I swept the beam left, right, no one, no movement. Then the motion sensor lights behind me turned on, back the way I came. I turned fast, but the hallway was empty. Still, the light remained on. Then I saw it. The camera mounted in the ceiling, just outside the security office, was pointed down at me. That wasn't right. All the cameras are fixed. No pan, no tilt. I walked toward it, trying to shake off the growing panic. It didn't move again, but something else did. The door to the server room swung open, just a few inches. Enough to see the pitch black inside. I stepped forward, the door groaned, and then the emergency lights went out. Total darkness. I couldn't see, couldn't breathe. The flashlight was suddenly dim, sputtering. I banged it against my hand, nothing. Then from inside the server room, a sound, click, 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 like nails on metal, followed by slow breathing, raspy, wet. It wasn't mine. I backed up, careful, slow, until my back hit the wall. The breathing got closer. I could feel it now, like the air was being sucked out of the room in waves. Suddenly my flashlight flared back to life, bright and blinding. There was nothing there. The door to the server room was wide open. I turned and ran. Back in the office, I slammed the door and locked it. The screens were all glitching now, static lines, frozen images, except one. Feed 4. It was back on. And it was showing a live view of me, but not from the hallway. No, the angle was wrong. The image was of me sitting at my desk from behind, except I wasn't sitting. In the feed, I was standing behind the chair, staring down at it. I spun in my seat, no one there. I looked back at the screen. The other me had turned around and was staring directly into the camera, face blank, eyes sunken and black, like empty sockets. I blinked, and it was gone. I stood up, backing away from the desk. Every hair on my body screamed to leave, to run into the night and never look back. That's when the intercom crackled. The building-wide PA system had been broken for months. It crackled again. Then a voice. My voice, whispering, "You're watching the wrong feed." I spun to the monitors just in time to see all of them go black, every single screen. And then slowly, one by one, they turned back on, each showing the same image, me, in real time. But each screen showed me doing something slightly different. On one I was pacing, on another I was hunched over, scratching my arms bloody. On a third I was laughing, and in all of them I wasn't alone. There was something behind me in every feed, tall, slender, faceless, watching. I ran out of the office, down the corridor, past the server room. The motion lights didn't come on this time. Everything was dark. I reached the stairwell, fumbled with the door, locked. I turned, no sound, but I could feel it. Whatever it was following. I bolted for the elevator, slammed the button. The doors opened. Inside was me. Not a reflection, not a trick of the light. It was me, same clothes, but the head twitched as it turned, jerked like it was on a broken hinge. The eyes met mine. Dead, hollow, its mouth opened, too wide, and it whispered, "You never left your desk." I blacked out. When I woke up, I was back at the desk. Sunlight leaked through the windows, all the monitors were off, my phone buzzed. 7:01 a.m. I sat in silence. Was it a dream, a hallucination? I checked the footage again. All feeds were normal, except one. Camera 6, the hallway outside the server room. At 3:14 a.m. it showed me walking out of the office. Pausing, turning toward the camera, staring, I watched myself smile, then whisper something to the lens. I turned up the volume, no sound, just lips moving. I read them carefully. 4 words. "You're still in here."